Yeah, how's it?
All good. You?
Yeah, good.
Let's see if you have more folks joining today.
Yeah,
To be honest, I don't have anything in particular for the agenda for today. Yeah. Hi, Chicken.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
evening. Yeah, evening.
Do you have summertime as well, Sacha? Or is it?
You, both of you guys in the north, right? Northern Hemisphere. So you're in summer, right? I'm in Cape Town, South Africa. So I'm
Yeah. I mean, but
I'm
do you?
Oh,
cold. I'm like a fridge right now.
it's summer. It's warm, nice. In
But it also
California.
depends. Oh, California, then you're probably nice and warm.
Mm, Yeah. Well, it's relatively warm in Wales. It's not.
Are you in Wales?
Yeah, it's I think I'm more or
Okay.
less in the same time zone as you are, but I
Yeah,
wasn't sure whether you're UTC now or you're UTC plus one or
I think you're an hour behind me.
oh okay.
I think it's like 3 minutes past five by you, right?
Right now it's British summertime, so it's UTC
Oh yeah,
plus one.
yeah. Yeah, then you're an hour behind me.
Okay. Hi Jason, welcome.
Hello.
So we were just chatting about time zones. I don't have anything on the agenda for today, but um yeah, let me know if there is anything you would like to bring up. Otherwise, we can wait maybe another 1 or 2 minutes, see if anyone else joins or have topic they would like to discuss. Um, or else we can keep it short. Actually, one thing I wanted to ask, Jason, about the Spinnaker TOC. Um, what's going on? Because I think is Cameron still there?
So Cameron is not with Harness. I don't know what his long-term plans are.
Mhm.
He did ask me to join the TOC, and at one point for Spinnaker, we were going to collapse all the SIGs in the TOC into one essential governing board for the project. Uh,
Okay.
that is essentially what is happening to an extent already. To be blunt, when Google and Netflix pulled out, um, there wasn't a
Mm.
need for some of the separation of the two, and the primary people who are maintaining and continuing the project are also the SIG people as well as the TOC people. So that said, I'm planning to join the TOC and be on the TOC. I'm also still a SIG security lead. I think that's probably going to be exactly what happens is that SIG merger. And then Cameron's role, who knows? I haven't talked to him recently. Frankly, the level of interaction there was always somewhat limited. So
Got it. Yeah, thanks for the update. Yeah, we were wondering. I heard
there was,
about Cameron changing jobs. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cameron. Well, I will just avoid any discussion. He pinged me to join the TOC. I plan to join the TOC. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I can say on that. I think he may still be part of it, but I don't know to what extent and where.
Okay. Would it be okay then if I changed the name of the project representative to you, Jason, here in our TOC template?
Yeah, probably change that to me at this point. If that changes, we'll let you know, but right now I would say, yeah, I'm essentially running a lot of the projects still. I mean, Salesforce is doing a significant amount of work on their forks. My team is adding some features. Apple is very active, but from a rep, I can say that I'll represent things.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the update.
Yep.
Welcome, Carlos. Thanks for joining. So, yeah. Oh, welcome, Tracy. Yes, I was just saying earlier, we don't have any specific agenda item for today, but if there are things that anyone would like to bring up or updates to share, please let us know. So we're just chatting about Spinnaker, Tracy.
I see that. TOC and GB may be merging in the future. It's interesting.
As I said, the current team who does both PR merges, security analysis, as well as direction of the project are all the same people.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to separate two different meetings, different teams when it's
No,
all
I get it.
Yeah.
We have something similar, but we actually, our TOC, I only have them meet. They are different for Attilius, and they only meet twice a year.
Yeah.
So we have like Vincent Dannon and Brian Fox. So there are different people on the TOC. But it does get very redundant because you get the same people on the projects.
Yeah.
And is anybody here going to Open Source Summit?
Not unfortunately.
That's a bummer. Nobody's going to CDCon. Okay, well, if you are, find me. Monday, Steve and I have, we'll be doing talks. It'd be great to grab a coffee or go get some libations. So yeah.
Yeah, and Tadisi will be there as well. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't make it this time.
It'll be one of the first times. You
Yeah,
always
I
come.
think it's the first time I'm missing it. Yeah, too bad. But I'll join. Thanks for sending me the Zoom, Tracy. I'll try to join the session.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
That focus group should be interesting. I'm really kind of wanting to understand what people are looking at. We've been looking at like, and I'm eager to hear what the CD events or what that's going to look like. But anyway, we've been looking a lot at MCP servers. There's a really interesting one. Well, Zapier has like, I don't know, 3,000 connections through their MCP server already. And there's another one called Active Pieces, but they're not
okay.
necessarily, they're starting to show up some DevOps tools. Active Pieces has one that has some DevOps tools, but both of those are worth taking a look at from a technology perspective. I feel like, that's where DevOps is going to go, and we're just going to we're going to need some kind of a dashboard for it.
Tekton started an MCP server project as well.
Awesome. That's
Reddit,
awesome because it
Reddit
makes it
also.
so easy. It makes it so much easier. We would love to have one already because then we could connect Ortelius up so much faster.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, with Tekton, you can do things like listing pipelines, starting a pipeline, and those kind of things. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's also a neat way to maintain your open source contribution to projects when everything else in the company is moving to AI and say, oh, I got this DevOps/AI thing I can work on. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. It's I was pretty excited when Anthropic announced that. It was like, that is going to change so much. And I'm waiting for us to be able to have, so like for Ortelius, we need to get a consensus on, let's say, a mitigation of vulnerability. If we could go and we could ask 3 or 4 LLMs to get a consensus if this was a correct mitigation, that would be pretty cool, right? If we could start getting consensuses across LLMs.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
that would help solve the hallucination, because not all 3 are not going to hallucinate the same.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Like, I want to ask 3 experts, not just 1. Lots to do in this area. There's so much to do in DevOps right now, with these the new tools that we have. I feel like we should just be running towards it. Apparently, I like to tinker. Or watch other people tinker and see what it turns out looking like. Yeah, and we did, the Ortelius community had John Willis do kind of a technical review of the MCP servers that we're working on. Because what we want to do, so right now we already monitor post-deployment vulnerabilities, right? So we know when there's a post-deployment vulnerability. We're not trying to replace scanning in the beginning. We're trying to monitor what happens after you deploy. So we can find new vulnerabilities post-deployment. So what we're trying to do now is look at the mitigation and go through and update all of the dependency files, POM files, package managers, to pin to the correct version of the package. And what we have to do is we either have to create an issue or we have to create a pull request. So Utkarsh has it working where you can rebuild in a sandbox, and if it works, we create a pull request. If it doesn't work, it means we have breaking changes, then we create an issue. And we're only doing that for high risk and critical vulnerabilities that are found in production environments. So that's where the breaking changes is like, it'd be great. We know if there's a breaking change, but if we don't necessarily, we build it and it seems correct, it'd be really great to be able to go ask, 2 other LLMs for a consensus if this is the correct mitigation. We'll get there. I think we're looking at using Claude Opus 4, and it has a workload too, so.
Sounds like a very interesting use case for using AI in this space.
Yeah, it's because it's literally what we wanted. I think, I would guess that we could solve 50% of the vulnerabilities by just going through and automatically correcting the pinning. It's not a major change. It's just correcting a version number. But of course, you got to verify it didn't break anything. So that's why we build it.
Mm-hmm.
The OpenSSF is starting a new kind of working group called the Bug Squashers. I'm not sure what their direction's going to be, but we feel like we're already trying to do that. The Ortelia's team is already working on that. Could you imagine how many, I was talking to somebody at IBM, one of the cube cost guys, and I asked what the average number of containers that they managed in big accounts. And he said it was probably 1 million. So those are probably replicated, but let's just say a company's got, I don't know, let's say 1,000. That's 1,000 work containers that are going to have a package manager that has to get updated. And that's where the time is in trying to correct this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a lot of containers. Like, that's for sure. But again. Okie dokie. Yeah, just pasted here the link to harness NCP server as well. Yeah. Is it sorry, is it next week, CDCon?
It is, starts Monday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday is OpenSSF Day.
Well, then safe travels.
Thank you. We just get to drive. It's close for us.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, the DZ this week is at the UN conference, so I think he will be speaking there. But he asked me whether it would be fine for him to join the TOC meetings occasionally, and I told him that that's absolutely okay. So it might be,
That would be awesome.
yeah, it would be great. So it might be joining in future instances. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we can close it a bit short today.
The only other thing I would suggest is I just did this with the Ortelius Governing Board. Do we want to take August off?
Yeah, I think that's something we've done before in the past. I mean, I could be available to join at least one of the meetings in August, but I think it would make sense to take it off. A lot of people will be away. I don't think there is any pressing item during August.
I think we should.
Yeah. Okay. The only other thing, maybe, but yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. But we have some of the seats on the TOC that will expire by the end of June. So once Michelle is back from her PTO next week, I will ask her if she can help us setting up the elections that we need to do. But yeah, I'll bring some updates at the next meeting. All right. Well, great to see everyone. Thanks for joining today then. And have a great CDCon, Tracy.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep you updated.
All right.
We'll
Bye-bye.
miss you. Bye.
Bye.